Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. This is your host, Yvens Darilus, and you are with the Yvens Darilus podcast. Um, I don't have a green screen, so bear with me. We're just trying this new thing out. And I got a special guest in the building tonight. Mm. This dude has been one of the solid people in my corner as of late. You know, uh, been going through some things, but that's my homie. You know, just like he's down for me, like my family's been down for me. When a guy goes through difficult times. But without a further ado, it needs no introduction. This kid, he has many followers on TikTok. This guy, well, he has many views on TikTok. You know, but he's gonna grace us with his presence tonight as we talk into our conversation. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for the whatever kid. Dylan,
Yeah,
you're on mute.
now you can hear me. Yeah, I accidentally muted it for a second, but look at me. I got the same thing that you got last time with the with the brick screen.
Yeah, because I never knew that we could do that. I like whenever I'm on my phone, I can't do that.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that was a thing until I saw the first podcast of yours. I didn't even realize you
Yeah.
could do that.
Well, we can do it. If we had a green screen, I think I'm gonna invest in a green screen at some point because my microphone be disappearing on me, doing a disappearing act.
Oh,
So
I'm just
now we
looking
got it
this.
official. We got the headphones. We got the headphones. Now we legit. I can hear you perfectly, loud and clear. You know, see, disappearing like that, Mac. Look, where'd it go? Now, but for real though, how was your day, man?
A lot, a
Damn,
lot.
you want
Oh my.
you want
Man,
to talk
I don't
about it?
want to. I don't want to get specific in like where I work. I mean, you know, but I
Right.
don't want to get specific in all that. But
Mm-hmm.
let's just say, let's just say that because there's certain people or individuals that aren't currently there at the moment that would normally be there.
Right.
I gotta take some of that. I gotta take some of that burden.
Mm.
So it's just. I wouldn't say it's overwhelming. It's just like this makes me realize, hey, this is why I'm more of an introvert
Right. I got you. For sure. For sure.
because I mean it's cool. Like I'm just gonna say it like this. It's cool interacting with our customers,
Right.
but at the same time, it's like I'll say it like this because tomorrow, as we're recording, uh,
Mm-hmm.
it's not as much like people
Right.
gonna be in there, so
Mm-hmm.
it's more quiet, a more quiet day.
Right. It's as the whatever kid's telling you, he can't really disclose much of what's in his company, the company he works for. So which is understandable because it's classified. Not everybody has to know what's going on in your personal life, bro.
Yeah,
But yeah,
exactly.
yeah, because I've been going through it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of perfect and fitting that like I'm wearing a mask to cope with whatever I'm dealing with. We all got like some type of we got social anxiety, we got
Mm,
we got
yeah.
we got internal anxiety, we got trauma, like whether it's from my young age or whether it's from past relationships or like or like hurt and pain. So we always wearing a mask, you know. So that was befitting that I did the first episode on wearing a mask, which my brother Billy gave me the idea because he's like Evans, we all wear masks, and I was like, I'm
He,
listening to him.
he's
I'm
so right
listening to
on that.
yeah, he is. And sorry, I cut you off. Go. Do you want to expand upon that?
Yeah, so I mean, I could say
Yeah.
like where I work, but I don't really feel comfortable with all that because I feel like if I were to get specific, I feel like if people really wanted to be that nosy or whatever, or
Right.
like because I got a bunch of ops in the comments section. Yeah, so
We
they
got
might pull up. They might pull up to the Addy one day, and
for
then
real.
they might try to mug me or something. Try to pull up to my Addy, my work
Pull
Addy.
pull up. Pull
Yeah,
up.
especially on that. If you go to my most popular video,
Yeah.
whole bunch of people, got something to say
Mm.
because
Everybody.
yeah, because
Uh-huh.
there's this ASMR YouTuber I made a video on, and she was like more left wing leaning,
Mm-hmm.
and she was pro like sex work.
Right.
She actually had a OnlyFans, and she was like pro LGBT,
Mm.
progressive views, and all that. Then all of a sudden, it was like very sudden of a shift. It was then she became more right wing, and
Right.
I made a video just like calling her out for because this is the thing. People say, "Oh, like I've seen people in the comments section of the video say, "Oh, well, you're just saying that because she became religious." I don't care if someone's religious. It's when you start being hateful. That's when
Exactly.
that's
Exactly.
when I have a problem with it because it doesn't matter to me if you're gay, straight, Christian, atheist, Buddhist. Doesn't matter to
Right.
me what you are because we all got our differences. It's not like all of us are going to agree. And why I mentioned that, me and you, that's a
Right.
so anybody goes like, "Oh, you're just making the video because you don't like she's religious." No, it's because I don't like how she's putting LGBT people in the box with pedophiles. She basically what she was doing is
Right.
like generalizing and putting all people in that same box. There's there's
No,
gonna
that's
be
crazy.
there's gonna be extremes in all walks of life. Whether
Mm-hmm.
you're biracial like me, whether you're Haitian like yourself,
Right.
whether you're right wing, left wing, there's gonna be people that are just degenerates and not just disgusting humans. But you just can't be like, oh, you see a couple bad apples and pin on a whole group of people. That's where you go wrong. And that's what I was doing with that video. But
Right.
people will say, oh, it's because you don't like she's religious. You're religious and I'm not religious. And I'm on your podcast. So what do they gotta say about that?
Right. Exactly. It's like it's like people just want to perceive what they want to perceive. It's like just preconceived notions of people. They always think that they know someone, but they really don't really know that person because like the topic said, like we're talking about today, like wearing masks. Everybody wears a mask. It's
Mm,
metaphorical. It's a metaphorical mask. Everybody wears it. Like people talk ish about one person. Say like they say, for example, I'm talking ish about you, and then the next minute I'm talking ish about you with somebody else, and then I'm smiling in your face, acting like I wasn't talking ish about you earlier. That's wearing a mask.
yeah,
It's like
exactly.
all different type of things.
You know what I was thinking when you mentioned about that? I feel like because let's be real about it. We all do it to an extent because
Facts.
this is what I've been thinking about. I'm thinking people say, "Oh, like the truth sets you free," but I'm like, that's ironically, that is one of the biggest lies ever. A quote about the
Ex-
truth is one of the biggest lies ever. The truth will set you
exactly.
free. Like if you were to say to your boss, you're a scumbag, go f off or something like that. What do you
Right.
think's gonna happen? The truth will set you free. In that case, the truth will set you free from a job.
The truth will set you to the unemployment line,
Yeah,
like you said. Shoot.
yeah. You can't
And
be you can't be 100% honest with people, depending on the context.
yeah, and it's exactly. It's kind of like when you whether it's a friendship, a relationship, uh, 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 like a bond that you have with your kid, like or whatever. It's like you have to put on this mask and like it's like oh everything's like for let me get back onto what I was trying to say because I got to kind of switch gears and that something it messed me up. So it's like kind of like when you have when you're in a relationship, wouldn't you have say that you this thing. Oh, they cut out. I don't know what happened. So you have I'm losing my train of thought. Okay, so you have this promise. I promise you I'm gonna do this for you. I promise. I promise. Um, but then you sit there and then you can't deliver on that promise. That's why I try not to make promises that I can't keep.
Exactly.
But then sometimes I do promises that I don't remember that I made. That someone clearly or in their mind said that I made that I didn't. I don't remember saying. It's like that even that is all wearing a mask like you like if someone is going through a breakup for example, right? So
Yeah.
they want to show that they're happy. They want to show that they're getting everything that they deserve, everything that they want, or everything like or like oh it's all glitz and glamour. Oh hey, I'm free. I'm not in this relationship, or I'm not in this situation that I was in. I'm not at this job I was in before. Woo! But but that's just the mask that the person's wearing to hide their true feelings, their brokenness, their internal self, their internal being. You know, because we all
Yeah.
put in mask on. We're all putting mask on. You know, in the last episode, I had quotes that I was saying. So that's why I looked at my phone a few times during it, and it really relate. Like there was one that said like, if you put on a mask too long, and then you go to remove it, you're taking parts of your flesh with you. So sometimes when you become when you say like when you're saying, "Oh, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy," but you're hiding the fact that you are in pain, or you've hurt someone, or you've pained someone. You know, so but that could be for another topic. We could even dive deeper into this. I'm not a psychologist. The whatever kid is not a psychologist, but this is how we communicate with one another so that we can find out what it is. Like some of us deal with anxiety, some of us deal with depression, some of us deal with so many things that's not even that we don't like to discuss with people because we put on a mask because we don't want people to perceive us as indifferent.
You know what
That is
else?
insane.
Yeah, for me, like I try not to, especially I try not to. I mean, I might from time to time, but it's not like I'm gonna go out actively. Just like whatever. If I'm hanging around people and always bring up, I don't know, some negative aspects of my life, because when I'm like whatever with you, for example, or whoever,
Hmm. Hmm.
I
Right.
go with you. Like when I'm with you guys, whoever it may be,
Right.
you or some of my other friends or whoever it may be.
Right.
Like I hanging out with you guys makes me is a way for me to not think about it, to put myself more into something more positive. You know what I mean?
Fact. Yes. And that's pretty much what we're talking about, because like we can be our genuine selves with the people that care about us and that love us. And even the people that love us, sometimes we have to put on a mask because we don't want that person to see us hurting. We want to be strong for that person.
Mm. Oh yeah, that's a good point you bring up because for me, I wouldn't say it's about being strong, about showing. And I think it's more so because for me, sometimes when I tell people stuff, but like I
Hmm.
remember telling somebody, like one of my neighbors. This was years ago when I went to college, and I told them it wasn't even because like I wanted to vent. It was because it just came out because of part of our conversation we were having.
Right.
And they're
Hmm.
asking like about, oh, you've been making friends at college? I was like, no. And then like one of my neighbors, it was a couple,
Right.
and the lady, the way like her reaction, it just made me be like, man, it kind of made me feel worse actually, to be honest with you,
Right.
because it's not like an ideal situation, whatever.
Uh-huh.
When you just dealing with by yourself, and then you tell some. Then for this is just me. Like people, different
Mm.
people operate differently. You're
Hmm.
not. I'm not expecting somebody to be like, oh yeah, that's definitely how I would be, because we're all different when it comes to dealing with stuff. But the fact that she was like, she said something like, "Oh my,
Yeah,
that's."
definitely.
She was like, "Oh my, that's too bad. You're a nice kid." Now then that kind of made me feel worse. So
Yeah.
what I've been doing lately,
Hmm.
because sometimes I can't even get I honestly I because it's either they may say even though that's like not their intention. Whenever they're saying something to me, it's either I might feel worse because they say something that makes me even get into more of a negative mindset,
Right.
or I forgot I forgot the second point I was gonna say to that, but yeah, the I just been finding peace in just like talking with myself, like because
Exactly.
I'll just like I was saying this to you. I've been saying to you this to you during our conversations off the air, but like I've
Yeah.
said that I'll just use voice recorder and just vent out my day because oh yeah I remember what I was about to say. It's
Okay. Okay.
either it's either that people will say something that unintentionally I will add unintentionally but makes me feel worse, or
Hmm.
they may say something where it's like it's kind of like delusional positivity,
Exactly.
because to me when somebody says like oh like whatever, for example there was this lady that had their pet die and I was over there. This is back when I used to work at my elderly care job.
Right.
It was a little hamster and it was dying.
Damn.
Yeah, but it was dying while I was working over there. She was all
Mm.
crying, and I'm thinking typically something a person says, I mean, I didn't, but typically they'll say something like, everything will be okay. But to me, I just can't say that to somebody because to me, I just feel like that's really not, for me personally, you could do what you want to do, but for me personally, me saying that, I feel like that doesn't really help because it's like everything will be okay when you see, like with this lady, she just seeing something that she cared about, had love for, just dying in front of her eyes.
Damn.
But and to add to that, well, while somebody is working with her,
It hurts. It's like it's painful. Like, you know what I'm saying. And then
yeah,
so then you have to put on a brave face for that person, and then you have to just be. It's like we constantly have to be other people than ourselves.
Yeah, that's a thing. I advise people to do that. Like, let it out however you can, because that's what I've been doing. Whether that's going
Yeah,
to a
cause
therapist, whether
hmm
that's doing what I said about like just straight up using voice recorder. I just use
right,
voice recording and just talk and
right,
just talk out my rawest thoughts at that moment. Whatever I'm feeling at that moment, I just talk it out, or whatever does it for you. That's what I suggest. Whether that's what
exactly,
I said, or if you want to constantly like talk about it with the other people around you, that's whatever it is. But for me, it's like I've got something out of just talking with myself about it, because
right,
you live with yourself 24/7, 365 until the wheels fall off.
exactly. And no one knows you like you do. And it's like internally, like, so pretty much what we trying to do with with these two episodes, that the first one's already out. Check it, it's on YouTube, and it should be on other streaming platforms. I'm going to try to figure out how to do that. But what we're trying to say, shameless plug, guys, shameless plug. All right. But what we're trying to say is, like, it's like your mental health is important. It's like wearing a mask is just a metaphor for like what we have to do. Society tends to make us a we have to society we have to adapt to our environment. If we're in a bad neighborhood, are you gonna smile? Are you gonna be like, "Hi, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood"?
Yeah,
Nah, you're gonna mean
that'd be some funny imagery though. You just hear some gunfire going off, and then just this guy's just like, it's a great day to be here.
yeah. Oh my
That
God, is that firecrackers? Oh shit!
that'd be funny. Just like some guys just some gunfires going off. It's like, oh my goodness, another shootout in the hood, and
You're
he's
like,
just like
oh my
thumbs up.
God. And everybody else is running. We like, run, sucker, run. But nah, that's how we got to do. We just got to get ourselves out of that mindset. Sometimes, because society will teach us we have to wear masks depending on our environment. So we're adapting. We joking. We're kind of joking, but being serious at the same point. Is that
Yeah,
that's what we have to do, because society, at work, you have to put on a mask. You could be you could be very happy at work, and then someone, because of their anger or something they're dealing with, they take your day and twist it and make it
mm,
bad, or take your words and twist it on you and make it worse, and not listening to you, and they're over talking you. Because I've had situations where I'm at my job. I'm not gonna say where I work at. You know, I like, because at one point I had all my workplaces listed on Facebook, and I learned that now it's better to be private. As things started happening to me in my personal life, it was okay to be more private. But when something is killing me inside and I'm holding it in too much, I have to let it out. I may not be able to let it out with certain people. I may be able to try to get advice, but at the end of the day, is I have to adapt. Just like when I was at work, when I'm telling you that person turned my mood. I was like, I'm trying to smile. I'm trying to smile. I'm putting on the mask, putting on the brave front, because I need my job. That person don't need my
yeah,
job. That person doesn't care if I have my job or not. They're gonna egg me and push me to a point where I explode. And guess who's in the unemployment line? Not the person that caused you that anger. Is you. You're the one. So another thing that I want to say, another point I want to say about wearing the mask and everything like that, but it has to do with anger. Mike, I always have this quote: "Don't let anger cloud your judgment." Even I too. let anger cloud my judgment sometimes. Because when you're angry, you're not thinking straight. Your mind is not focused. You're not focused on anything. You're pretty much like your mind is out the gutter, and all you want to do is cause physical harm to someone in the time at that point of anger. You may not want to like hurt that person to kill that person, but you want harm on that person because a split second decision could be either between life or death or jail. So you just can't let anger cloud your judgment, and you have to be able to wear certain masks in certain settings. It's not about you being a chameleon. It's not about you being fake. It's about learning to adapt to the situations and the people around you.
To add to that, I would say it's also about survival. About
Exactly.
because majority of us would want to live as long as we can. So sometimes you gotta, even though it sucks to, you gotta be the bigger man in the
Exactly.
situation. Like in
Exactly.
work, somebody may be ticking you off or whatever. You might want to be like, ah, but you can't do all that
Yeah, you can't do that. In your
because
mind, you whipping them tail.
yeah, because not just losing your job,
Hmm.
then that might be screwing up with your record, your permanent
Facts.
record, and
Preach.
if your permanent record's all screwed up, that's gonna screw your opportunity to get jobs because they're gonna see, oh, you got whatever an assault charge on you. So
Exactly.
that's gonna close down a lot of doors. So you really gotta think about stuff because I won't get specifically into things that have happened in
Hmm.
my life with that, but
Right. Right.
there's been things that have happened to me in the last couple of years that made me just be like, yeah, like it's ridiculous that situations like specific situations I'm going through are going on, but
Right.
what am I gonna get out of it if I'm gonna be like, oh, I want my revenge on so and so? What am
Hmm.
I gonna get out of that? I'm gonna get nothing out of it. What, like a dopamine rush? Then it's just gonna be gone. It's gonna be
Right.
gone in an instant because it's like, oh, yeah, you got your revenge, but then it's at what cost? Your job,
Exactly.
your living
Or being petty.
situation.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm. Your pettiness can be real too. You know what I'm saying? We all have a streak of pettiness with us too. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
yeah.
I'm talking from experience. I'm talking from experience. I could be petty as hell. You know what I'm saying? Because if someone wants to go at me and I'm going at you, you know what I'm saying? We going back and forth. We're doing this whole back and forth internet stuff. We're not really communicating, but we communicating because we're being petty with one another, or you're being, or you think that the person's being petty with you, and then you're in a battle by yourself. You're in a battle all alone. When you're trying to heal yourself, you're trying to focus on you're trying to focus on what's there, but you feel like everybody's your enemy because 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 the preconceived notion is like everybody you see, every face you see is like they're the enemy, and they're there to fight you, but you were there, you know what I'm saying? It's madness. It's crazy how people make it seem like you want beef. Sometimes you don't want beef. Sometimes I want peace. I want peace. That's why sometimes, like, if me and somebody, like, let's say me and Dylan, we get in an argument, you know what I'm saying? I might say some stuff, and he might say some stuff, but I'm gonna stay quiet. I may not talk to you for a day or two. I may not talk to you for a week, because I've been in the house with people that like, I was in an argument with them, or they got mad at me. They said something I didn't like. I said something they didn't like. I didn't speak to them for a week, maybe 2 weeks, to a point that they were like, "Damn, like, what's going on here?" And I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to like calm myself down and instead of react and let anger cloud my judgment. Because if I go say something to you that's way out of line, like I don't have like it's like I got to control my temper. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lash out at you like, but I've lashed out before because I've bottled everything in, and that's like you have because like in the environment you're in, you have to wear your mask. You gotta wear a mask. You gotta keep things in. Oh, you can't be too soft because then you're weak. Oh, oh, you're a simp because you care about a female. Oh, you're a simp because you're purchasing this for a female. Or oh, you're an alpha man because you don't give a damn about them females. You just do you. You see one, boom, there's another one. Boom, there's another one out on the door. Boom, there's another guy. But you know what I'm saying? The grass isn't always greener on the other side. Cause I've been there, like Chris Brown said, you're the one I wanted to talk to on the side, waiting for my love to break up. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. And that's going for anybody who's in a relationship where or like or friendship or whatever who's wearing their mask of or so-called happiness or so-called like thoughtfulness. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking for myself as well. I'm not just I'm not throwing anything out there. Anybody, you gotta be real with yourself at the end of the day. You have to acknowledge that you wear a mask to shield your pain, to build your wall up, like the brick walls Dylan has up, the brick wall I had in my last episode. You build your wall up because you don't want people to break it down, and you have to wear a mask, and you have to be like, I'm strong. Yeah, yeah. Nobody can break me. I don't got any no damn emotions because 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 we have to be tough because society says, "Oh, you're a man, you gotta be tough. You're a woman, you gotta do this, you gotta do that." Because it's just mask. We have to wear mask after mask after mask. What if we one day put on the wrong mask? What you gonna do? At the end of the day, you have all these masks that you wear. When are you gonna be yourself? When are you going to be yourself? Work on yourself. Find yourself. I'm in that process where I'm finding myself again because I've had so many masks that I've wore because because they tell me you show emotions, you're weak. Oh, you go seek help. You're crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
and even I thought so, I thought at one point I thought if you went to go see a therapist, that you might have a little screw loose in your head. But I don't believe that now. That's because society conditioned me in that way of thinking because I always thought that if you see a therapist, there's something wrong with you. But there's nothing wrong with seeing a therapist. Actually, it's good for your mental health. It's good for
Absolutely.
your peace of mind. It's good for your mental state. It's okay to be different. It's okay to let your to sometimes it's okay to let your guard down, but once you let your guard down and a mistake happens or someone you trusted misappropriated that trust or misappropriated your feelings for them and thought that there was no feelings or emotions behind that, you just got to learn that, damn, that's on me. I did that. I'm the reason. You don't blame the other person. You don't have to blame the other person for what you're going through because internally it's partially your fault as well because you didn't see certain things. And because that person's some people wear masks so well that you truly think that it's really them and they're dealing with trauma and scars like internal scars, you know. And me, as a person that I am, and as the whatever kid is, like when when it comes to women, or the opposite sex, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna love you first and foremost, whatever kid. Isn't it? We go based on looks, right? We go based
I
on
mean,
looks.
yeah. Let's be real about it. That's how majority of people are, both men
Yeah,
and women. It's like that's what kicks lets you in the door. But
exactly. Kick
ideally,
in the door in the 4-4.
personalities would should let you stay in the house. The looks is what
Right,
gets you in the door, but the
right.
personality has to be what keeps you in the house. Because if it's just based all on looks, you're screwed. It's not a
Exactly.
good relationship.
Because that see, like even the beauty, that's a what is that? That's a mask for what's inside that person. See, you don't really see the true person. You only see the external beauty. I'm gonna I'm gonna love a woman with her because of her beauty, because of what she's been through, what she's told me. I'm gonna love her with her internal scars. And my problem is I try to heal it. I'll try to heal your scars when I'm trying to deal with my own trouble. I gotta be the man for you as a man, like in a relationship with a woman, or a man, whoever you deal with, he, she, it, they, them, whatever pronouns anybody associates with, or whatever sex and orientation that you guys like. You you have to like, you sometimes one partner got to be strong for the other partner. And you don't see that because you got to wear a mask, because you don't know what the other person's dealing with. You don't know the person's goals, objective, ideology is. You don't know it. You think you know it because that person just showed you a mask that they're wearing, because they don't want you to see other stuff that is past their flaws. When you first get to know someone, you only know what they tell you. You don't see you don't see anything. Like when I first met Dylan, I I didn't know. I mean, well, whatever, kid.
I
Oops,
mean,
dropped the government.
you already said the name, so as
Oh,
long as
my
you don't
bad.
say, as long as you don't say my government name, we're cool.
Yep. So when I first met the whatever kid at the radio show, he was a cool kid. Like I didn't see anything. Like I only saw him from his external, and he's really inquisitive. He knows like about music. He's musically inclined. He breaks down lyrics and stuff like that. But looking at him, I didn't know that he has social anxiety. I have anxiety, but I didn't know I had anxiety. I have some type of anxiety, but I didn't know it at the time. I didn't know it either. I just do some quirky things. We all have anxiety. I didn't know he had anxiety. For me, he was just another dude, because he he had a mask on, like he had his own mask, because it's not everything that everybody needs to know. Not everybody needs to know your, like, if you suffer social anxiety, or you suffer this, or you
Yeah,
suffer that. Nobody needs to know all that crap. I'm not saying it's crap, like, not to take away from anybody that's going through something. Excuse me. Don't cancel me, please. Don't cancel me, sir. Don't cancel me, ma'am. I'm not on the cancellation list. I just started this thing.
yeah. So yeah, man, I really lost my train of thought. What I was gonna say, but
Oh, my fault, my
yeah,
fault. Sorry. I just thought
yeah, yeah.
it was just I just
Just
had to get
like
it off my chest.
yeah, just continue. I think it'll bring it come back to me.
So, like, and then also, it's just like, when we dealing with certain things, bro, it's like, sorry, it's just like, even the phone. My phone is a phone is a distraction, bro. Like, see, like this thing right here, this thing right here. It's a money maker. It's a distraction. It's your mask. Some people have it so close to their face. You think that was their actual face. Woo!
Yeah, that seems like
You know?
something like some boomer would say. Oh my goodness. that, these kids and their phones nowadays. But this is kind of off topic from that, from masks,
Right.
but I just find it funny that like boomers, they'll say, "Oh, well these millennials or Gen Zers or whatever." They'll be like, "Oh, they're so addicted to their phones," but I think they would be the same way if they had that same technology when they were growing up.
Exactly. Exactly. And plus, what is a Gen Zer? What the hell is that?
That's me.
Is that something?
Someone like
Is that
me.
something we they made up? Like what the hell?
That's technically me because that starts in 97, 96, 97, I believe, and it's like the 2012. So I'm not going to say exactly how old I am, but just know I'm in that demographic.
I'm in the demographic before that.
Yeah, so
A
you're a
little before that.
millennial. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're the
I'm
baby
telling you.
boomer scapegoat.
Yep. And they're gonna put it on me. They're gonna put it on me, and I'm not having it. Nope. 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 But yeah. So this is so we've been talking for quite a while. You know, what I'm saying I'm enjoying this. Like this is actually some good conversation. So is there anything that you would like to let the people know, like your social media, anything like that?
Yeah, so actually, yeah, you'll Evans could have the link to my stuff his uh in his description or wherever he's gonna put that for
Right.
so it's the what my YouTube, the whatever kid. It has a black
Yep.
icon. It says
Uh-huh.
whatever on it, and that's where all the ops be. That's where all my internet ops be. That you go to the most popular video and you'll be seeing a whole bunch of ops over there. It's crazy out in these
Yep.
YouTube streets.
Yep.
And then I
You
got
know.
a TikTok as well,
Uh-huh.
the whatever kid 21.
Yup.
And I
Let them know. Let them know.
and I make fun of this silly stuff I'll see on TikTok.
He be running up them numbers, bro. He be running up them numbers. TikTok famous. One
Yeah,
day.
you're gassing me up. You're
No,
gassing
I
me
said
up right
one day.
now.
I said one day. I said one day. One
One
day. One
day.
day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We gotta watch how you phrase it because we gotta stay humble with it. We can't be
Yeah, we
like
definitely got to stay humble.
bragging.
You know what I'm saying?
We can't be bragging when we haven't made anything.
Yep. Uh, just like Drake said, started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team effing here. Started from
You
the
know what's
bottom, now
funny
we're here.
about that song?
Yeah.
Drake, that song is kind of cap
Yeah.
because he started on Degrassi and he was a teenager getting 50,000 a year
For real.
because he even said on a song I was on TV making 50 racks a year.
Hmm.
And then he said, I don't know how true the next part is where he's saying after helping mama out that would disappear.
Dang. Because he did a song like "Look What You Done." It's like old Baines. I'm in love with Debbie. Something something. It's you got to look. You got to listen to that song. Look what you done. Look what you done.
Yeah, that's
Look
kind
what you done. Yeah.
yeah, if you listen to the last part of it, the where he had the voicemail,
Of his grandma.
yeah, that's some tearjerker type of stuff right there
That
because
that
she
was
she
that was
passed
very deep.
because she
Yeah.
passed away
Yeah.
she passed away before that it officially came out.
You know, I've had exactly, and it's like it's kind of bittersweet at the time of this recording right now. You know what I'm saying? To se- September 29th. You know what I'm saying? Today's September 28th at the time of this recording.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna try to see if I could get this up as soon as possible. September 29th is my sister's birthday. She passed away. And she passed away March
wow.
21st. 2008. So RIP to Pauline. You know what I'm saying? Um, she used to love my poetry. She would be one of my biggest fans. You know, and then all my siblings were my fans. Like they were fans of me. They always wanted me to do better, to get better. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm just trying to start this. I've been trying to do this podcast thing for years. I've been talking to you behind the scenes. I've bought the
Yeah.
equipment. I've been sitting there. There was someone that was in my life. She was one of my big cheerleaders, and she was telling me, keep going, do it, do it, do it, do it. What are you waiting for? Do it. Finish what you started. And now I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it. Like, I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for other people who may feel discouraged, who are wearing their mask that feel like they can't take the mask off. You know what I'm saying? So if you wear that mask too long, it becomes part of your flesh. Don't take that face off. But is there any final thoughts you want to talk about? Anything you want to say?
Hmm.
Or do you have something that you want to share? Because we do something on this podcast. At least this is what I'm trying to do. um we have a poetry corner. So
Yeah,
are
I
you
don't
down
got,
for some
I don't, man, I would have to look up some stuff, but I might see. I might have to look up, I might look up what I sent to you some time ago.
okay,
Something.
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Or if you, or we could, if you want to save it for another episode, we could do that too. It's up to you. You could look at them now, or I start with a line, you throw a line, and we do a poetry corner that way too.
Oh, you're trying to have us freestyle?
Freestyle poetry corner with the whatever kid and Evans A.
You
Darilus
know
right
what?
now,
Let's
right
do
here,
it.
right now.
Let's do that. Let's
It's
do
an
that.
exclusive. Ba, 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 ba.
If
Exclusive.
if it's good enough, good thing we got this recorded so we can jot down stuff.
Yup. Open, looking at the room through an open window. I stare at the world and I wonder. Now you.
I dare, I wonder. Okay, why can't I always be? Why can't I be myself in this society? It's like they just want me to be phony. People always telling to be yourself, but then they get mad when I tell them the truth. I'm
Mm.
just clueless. I'm like, what do I do? So I take virtue in talking with myself because these conversations have with myself do something good for my mental health.
Ooh, bars, bars. Shadow journal. I'm working on myself, trying to wonder where I'm gonna be. Can I find my mental health? Another story, another season, another journey. Still, I wonder, dare I plunder? I go under, wonderings if I'm gonna rise above the hate. Now I try to anticipate the escape. Now I'm wearing my mask so I can get out of this adversary, this traversary, these enemies got me worrying, and I'm plotting and I'm thinking and I'm scheming. They still keep on dreaming, telling me that I cannot make it. Yvens and Darilus, they said he would never amount to anything, but yet I'm trying to do what I hadn't done before. Now I'm trying to even the score. No Fuji's, but but I'm here, product of refugees, now citizens, and I'm stuck in this hell of prison, entangled with my emotions. Sometimes, damn, they got me feeling emotionless. Now I'm gonna kick it back to the whatever kid so he can say something. You dig?
Mm, let's see. Man. All right. Oh, I'm gonna be kind of humorous with this.
Yeah.
I'm the
Uh-huh.
type of guy. I'm the type of guy that no one will know that I got married.
Mm.
The only way you'll know is when my girl posts on social media saying we got married, and then I'll get DMs from Yvens and say, "You that really happened, bruh?"
Yeah.
But but I told you years ago, I'm the type of dude that you won't know that I'm in a relationship with a chick if
That's a
and the only way you'll find out about it is she makes a social media post about it.
ooh. Social media posts. They posting on social media. They saying that they're happy, but they know that they're scary. They're looking like Mary, wondering where it's Mary. I'm doing very. I'm living like ordinary. The still I live in Traversary. Still I'm trapped in my brain, and I'm looking what's going insane. Am I really doing this? Am I really freestyling this? But I don't know because I'm looking at I'm trying to look for my phone so I can be here, but I'm sitting here in this room all alone, crying in my thoughts, wondering what the hell did I do? But I came out doing this podcast with the whatever kid, so we still doing it, whatever kid. Uh,
Oh,
and then now I'm still in the loop, but I'm still doing it wild like I'm eating a bowl of Fruit Loops.
all
I don't know.
right.
I don't know what the hell
That,
that was.
that seems like something one of our other boys would say.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to say what I wanted to say. Oh, these situations got me kind of loony while I'm here sitting eating a bowl of Fruit Loops. That's what I wanted to say, but I didn't say it. Mm.
All right. You want me to do another thing?
Yeah, another thing, and then we're gonna close out the show.
All right. Huh. You live with yourself 24/7,
Mm.
365.
Uh-huh.
When it comes to my wedding, me, myself,
Mm.
and I, those will be my best guys
Ooh.
because they've been with me since day one.
Uh-huh.
They they know the anxiety I deal with, which is a ton.
Yep. Uh-huh.
People may see me and be like, "Oh, he's got anxiety, dude? No
Hmm.
way.
Hmm.
I thought you were a dude that never got phased."
Huh.
But the things you don't see
Mhm.
is what happens to my body.
Hmm.
Heartbeat racing,
Mm.
sweating.
Hmm.
When Eminem said he's nervous already because of mom's spaghetti, I'm like, yeah, that's that's so true. That's what social anxiety does to you. All right, I think that's it.
Ooh. I like that. I like that. All right,
I
ladies and
tried.
gentlemen. No, that was pretty good. I like that. That was really coming from the heart. So, you know what I'm saying? We kind of asked you to do it on the spot. So it is what it is. We're not freestylers. We're not rappers. My computer was about to slip, so I caught it. But anyway, so we we did this episode in all seriousness, like to talk about the social anxiety, the other things that we face, and the different masks. Different masks are like different emotions that we have. So we wanted to really come to you guys and let you guys know, you know, whatever you're dealing with, we deal with it too. And we really appreciate everything that you guys do. Thank you for listening. Thank you to the whatever kid for being my guest on the show and bringing us some entertainment. We definitely needed that. We definitely appreciate you, and I appreciate you personally for like the off air top conversations that we have. And you trying to you
Yeah,
always you and my family always telling me get my mind right, and then yeah, I'm just very appreciative of everyone. For the people that left, I'm appreciative of you. You may be back. Who knows? I don't know. You may be back. You may not. It is what it is. But all I know is that I'm very appreciative of everyone. You know what I'm saying? And as we get older, and as we get thing, we don't have time. We don't have time to play these kid games no more because we grown. And and mental health is a real thing. You know, you need to get your mental health in check. If you are hurting, you're self cutting, you're doing something to yourself that shouldn't be done, and you need help, go seek help before it's too late. Please, I'm asking you guys on a serious note, we want you to get the help you need. Mental health is a real thing. Don't think that you're crazy for asking for help. Don't think that there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. If you don't go seek help, there's probably something wrong with you. But you need to get help. Just get the help you need because everybody needs help in life. Not everybody wants to admit to it, but everybody needs help. Please get your mental health in order. Get your mind right. Get your body right. Do what you gotta do because because this may hurt one day, but time heals all wounds. And that you may be going through a battle. You have battle scars, whether it's emotionally, your heart, your mind. Get that help, man. Get that help you need. Do what the ever kid said. Write stuff down. Record stuff. Just make sure you are doing everything that it is that you need to do to get your mind right because your mental health is really something that you should really get in tune with and get in check and get checked because I'm getting help with my mental health. Sometimes I need a break. Sometimes you need a break, whether it has to be a social media break, whether it has to be a break from the world. Just take some time for yourself, close your eyes and just say, I can do it. I can make it. I'm better than this. There's nothing that can stop me. And also, remember, if you're religious or you're not religious, put God first because that's our foundation for those who of us that are religious and even those who are not. You never know. Just put something first. Put God first. Put God first. And make sure that you guys really stay in tune with yourselves and know when you need help. Don't think that something like something is wrong with you for asking for help or seeking for help. Don't let people tell you that you're crazy or you're it's your fault. Go and seek the help that you need. Please. All right. Any anyways, this is the Evans A. Darilus podcast. The whatever kid. You have anything to say to the people? You want to say bye?
yeah. This is what I gotta say. So whatever it is, whatever's your way, like I said earlier, whatever's your method of letting it out. Don't let those thoughts, because that's what screwed me when I was in my high school years. Because I would deal with like intrusive thoughts. And this was more so when I was more religious at that time, actually.
Right. Oh, damn.
And that really screwed with my head. Like that created anxiety in itself. Like dealing with like intrusive thoughts, like violent intrusive thoughts, sexual intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
And if I did something like this, and this is the thing about it, you talk about like society when it comes to, oh, society expects you to be this way or whatever. It made me, I've been thinking about this outside of what you were saying, but it made me think again. I've been thinking about this to myself while I'm just like, whatever, walking, going on my nightly walks or whatever the case may be. I'm just thinking to myself, I did a lot of deprogramming within myself, because in society, there's a lot of programming that people do with you, because whatever it may be. And hey, when you're an adult, that's your decision to make. Where it's like whatever, where's your religion? Well, you might, because like when I was younger, for example, I was raised religious or whatever.
Right.
And then the more older I got, then I started getting my life experiences or whatever, and it made me just think about things more. Like the pandemic, really. I feel like a lot of people could relate to this about like the pandemic. I feel like that. I feel like I was going through that already, because there was just things going on in my life at that time, like major things. Like a major life transition at that time.
I feel you. I was going through that too.
And it just made me, like the pandemic really, I feel like I was going through that, but I feel that it really just, I guess you could say, was the final blow to get into where my mindset on what, like whatever it is, like what are my thoughts on what, I'm not gonna say, that could be for another time, for whether that's on your platform or my channel, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But like my beliefs on as to religion or whatever the case may be. And when you said about like being crazy, there was a point of me where like 7 years ago, like something like that, like when, like if I was in high school, if that thought just came into my head, oh, I should just press record on my phone and just say whatever's on my mind that's bothering me. Me in high school probably been like, man, that's weird to do that. That's weird to talk with yourself, just be talking with yourself and there's no one around you. It has to be for a video. That's the only way. No, there's no such thing as normal. That's what I gotta say on that. There's no such thing as normal, because, well, that's a subjective thing. What someone deems quote unquote normal might not be what you think is normal.
Facts.
And that's the thing I have to get myself to think, because it's like with the social anxiety, it's like you're in an inside battle with yourself in a way, because it's like you got the rational side of you, and then you got there's this I don't know if you heard this band not Blurry Face, but 21 Pilots.
No, I haven't heard them.
So 21 Pilots, they had this album called Blurry Face. This was like 8 years ago now. And Blurry Face, what Blurry Face was to them, it's like a personification of all their insecurities.
Right.
That's what Blurry Face was that's what the band called Blurry Face. It was like a personification of all their insecurities, all of their anxieties or depression, whatever it is, suicidal thoughts, whatever the case may be. So that's what I would say. It's like a battle between the rational side of me that's like, this is not this. You're
Yeah.
making something that's like neutral and making it seem like it's a demonic site. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I know what you mean.
you're like in my head, I'm making it worse than what it is, and that's the thing about it. It it's like a back and forth in my head. Like you got the rational side that's like, well, why are you like like that's ridiculous to be like getting all this nervous about whatever, and then the
Yeah.
other side's like,
Yeah, for real.
oh my goodness, or whatever. And the thing, the thing is, I would say, and people would be like, "What? You're a nihilist?" Because nihilism is the belief, it's the philosophical belief that
Mm.
life is meaningless. But this is how I feel about it. Life is,
Yeah.
I don't think there is a meaning to life, but that doesn't mean that you can't have your own meaning. So
Exactly.
it's like they say it's a optimistic nihilism.
Mm.
So that's what more so I'm like. But people may hear, oh, nihilist. Oh, you don't think there's a meaning to this life? Well, that's just my opinion on it with my thoughts when it comes
Right.
to the way I view this world right now. But yeah,
Exactly.
there's just like a lot of deprogramming I had to do mentally
Yeah.
in
I'm
order to
trying to
get to
do
the
that too.
place I'm at. Because there would have been things that I did now. I've been like, are
Mm.
you? I like younger me would have been like, why are you doing this?
Hmm.
Like I did an like I never would have thought. I did an interview with this guy
Hmm.
last year. This YouTube guy, his name, and
Right.
just from the name alone, they're like, what? People might be like, what? Well, how could you interview a guy that's named Life is Overrated? And I would recommend if you want to check that guy's channel out, just check it out, just see what
Yeah.
get an idea on this guy's world views and all that type of stuff.
That
But
would be dope.
so,
That would be dope.
but I never would have done something like that like years ago. But
Hmm.
I feel like I just opened my mind more up to certain ideologies.
Yeah.
I
Man,
think yeah,
damn.
that's what I gotta say on that though. Yeah, thank you for having
Yeah,
me
but
on.
no problem. You're welcome. You're welcome for sure. This episode was very therapeutic. This was like therapy. I hope
Yeah,
every one of you guys out there felt that. You know what I'm saying? We coming from a different place. It's funny how we had a topic of mask and it opened up more conversation, more more things to talk about. And if you guys ever want to be on, sorry, I was grooming, so I had like some of my allergies are kicking in. So if you guys want to ever come on the podcast, you know, what and chop it up with myself or the whatever kid. I might have the whatever kid on for more episodes if that's okay with you, of course.
yeah,
But
whatever you
mhm,
want, whatever. No pun intended, but yeah,
yeah. So if you guys want to, if you guys ever want to be on the podcast, if you want to be interviewed for a specific topic, you want to get yourself out there. I'm just starting. I don't have many followers. I don't have many viewers, but I would love to hear your story. Your story is important. Everybody's story is important.
mm,
We all have a story to be told, and nobody will tell it better than us. So, with that being said, this thank you for tuning in the Evans A. Darilus podcast with the Whatever Kid. So, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, we're gonna be in. We may go to different platform streams. I'm gonna try to see if I can do something with Spotify, with iHeartRadio, whatever podcast um stations will let me put my stuff on material on there. Uh so again, big thank you to the Whatever Kid. Round of applause for real, for real, for real, for real. This was very therapeutic, and for real, check out his channel, check out his TikTok, the Whatever Kid 21. Check me out on TikTok, Darilus, Darilus. Yeah, check us out. Um, and I'm thinking about creating the Yvens Darilus whatever podcast Instagram page. Uh, that that stuff is in the works. You know, we don't. I'm not sure how things are gonna go. Um, it is what it is. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a very long exit. But thank you for tuning with us. You could have been anywhere in the world, like the Whatever Kid had usually uses at the end of his thing.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you here
Yeah.
with us. This is your boy Yvens Darilus, and
The Whatever Kid.
salute.